In this video, I will be showing off a simple iron farm concept that is easy to build, is very cheap, and requires no maintenance whatsoever. This concept is easily stackable, and you can have as many of these as you want, and they will all work at the same time. As you can see here, you can stack this up infinitely, because in Minecraft, when you render a world, you can render infinitely upwards to the sky. So even if this is very big and you would build this all the way to the top, even if you're standing down here, the very top level would still be spawning iron golems. While I go through this tutorial, I'll just quickly remove all the iron in here while it's working, so you can see how efficient and fast this thing works. We'll just put these over here. It's a very simple concept, since in Minecraft 1.16 and forward, villagers no longer require a workstation. And the only thing that they need is a bed, they need to be scared by a zombie, and they need to sleep once. So this is just a 3x3 with 2 beds, and every spawnable block covered by carpet, even where the zombie is standing on the 3 blocks there. So what you do is you have an infinite villager breeder. You make sure that you have at least 3 villagers in this 3x3 here. They will get scared. Make sure this is covered up. And what's happening here is that eventually, on the only spawnable blocks on this platform, which is in the water, there will be an iron golem. Now for this to work, they need to sleep at least once. So let's put it to nighttime. And them just being in bed counts as them sleeping. So there is an iron golem spawn between 35 and 45 seconds, depending on if the zombie is moving, if the zombie is not moving, and if they see him. And this is just a very simple platform, that takes the iron golem past into the lava, lands on a couple of hoppers, and then you would have all the iron in the chest. So they are sleeping right now. Normally that wouldn't be there, and as you can see, I forgot that thing. Now he's scared. He's gonna tell everyone that he's scared. And then you will have a spawn here. The reason why you have trapdoors on the sides is so that the golem doesn't spawn, clip into the wall, and then refuse to move, which breaks the farm. And you have carpet all over the place to prevent anything from spawning up here, because that would also break the farm. Now while that loads in, we can check out how this is doing. I've tried it with different size modules. This one has 5 villagers and 5 beds. It doesn't seem to make a difference, even if it has 5 beds and is taller or longer. As you can see, they are different sizes. What I've decided on works the best is the one that I showed you over there, that one. And it's the same as this one. As you can see, they are scared, and a golem would spawn in the middle, drop to his death, and slowly you would accumulate a large amount of iron. So I just emptied this 1 or 2 minutes ago, and we already have a stack of iron. We can see if this one has started yet. No, they are still sleeping. So it's a fairly simple concept. While this one is scared, now we had 3 golems spawning and 3 above that just fell down. And it's a continuous cycle, and you don't need to touch the villagers. You don't need to touch the zombie in here. The zombie does have a name tag on him, so that he does not despawn. You don't always need a name tag. If you find a zombie that you can throw an item to like this, and he walks over it and he holds the item in his hand like this, that means that zombie will not despawn from your world. Having glass here is not even required. You can see what's going on here. Nope, they're still sleeping. Did I do something wrong here? He is scared. There should be a golem spawning here. Now 2 are scared. Now 3 are scared. Now we're kidding. Okay, I had mistakenly left a couple of things there. There should be a golem spawn right there. There we go. The golem spawns, falls into the lava. He is too tall to fit here. His head is in the lava, and as you can see, you will be receiving the iron here. Now this is just one module, and it will spawn one golem every 35 to 45 seconds. So the more you need, the more modules you can build. This part right here is the exact same as this part, and all you would need to do is just keep stacking them on each other. The only rules is that this module needs to be 16 blocks away from this module, and hence you can stack it forever. Usually this is the easiest way to find cheap emeralds, because you can use an iron farm to trade iron with villagers, and then you would have an infinite amount of emeralds. So there's been 7 minutes now. You can see what we're doing, and we're nearly at 3 stacks. So we just had another burn here. I'll show you why you would need to have carpet all over the place. Say this block right here did not have a carpet on it. Let's see what happens here. In theory, the iron golem would spawn on this block right now. And if he spawns here and he's not dying, he would basically tell the villagers that he's here and they don't need to spawn another one. So let's see what happens here. There we go. Now he should be spawning here. Maybe that was one block only. We'll see what happens. If you go back to this one, we last checked it a minute ago. We're already past 3 stacks. Normally you would need to be in the vicinity of it, so if you have one here, you would AFK somewhere close to it. Now all of them are scared. Let's see where the golem spawns. So here we have a perfect example of why we need carpet. It finally loaded in as the day came. Because there was no carpet here, the golem spawns and he has nowhere to go. He will not step into the water because his pathing tells him where the water leads to lava, which he does not want to go to. He avoids that, and he has no actual path to the zombie down there, so he cannot protect the villagers. So by having carpet all over the place, the only spawnable space he has is right there, and he would fall down to his death. So I'd left this maybe for about 4 minutes. Let's see how we are doing. As you can see, it's fully activated, and we're just stacking iron. So imagine you left this on for 1 hour, 2 hours, and you had more modules. You would come back to a double chest full of iron very, very easily. and at the same time it does not have any redstone in it. It does not have a minecart with a moving zombie that scares them. That is very... It's not difficult to make, but it's very time consuming and annoying. I'm assuming everyone knows how to get villagers. Villager breeders are an old thing now in Minecraft, but having so many zombies can be quite difficult, especially in survival. So a decent way of doing it is having something like this, where you would have... It will be nighttime, and you would have a zombie chase you, and you would lead him up to these stairs, and there will be a trapdoor here that you can jump over. And because there is a trapdoor here, the zombie sees this as a full block that he can walk over, but they cannot. So a zombie would just try to follow you as you jump over there, get stuck here, and have nowhere to move. And where he is standing here, it's on a railroad track, and that is connected to a dispenser, so that if we can bring out a zombie and we put him in here and we press the button, it would basically take him on a track that you would then have leading all the way to the module that you want to drop him off in. Unless he has a helmet on, he would actually burn in daylight. So the best way to actually make this as fast as possible is to transport him during night. If he has a block over his head, like he has here, then he won't burn. But as soon as there isn't one and he does not have a helmet, he will start to burn. So you would just cover that up. So it's fairly simple to collect zombies. It's just very time consuming to get them all the way up, especially if you have lots of modules. And finally, I don't think this build requires a block by block tutorial. I think it's fairly straightforward, just a simple capsule here. So you skip one row, you leave a gap, you put the zombie in there, and basically name it or make sure he has an item like he has in his hand right there. Cover it with carpet. There's two ways of doing this part. This is actually 3 wide and this is 5 wide. There's not really a difference. I tried making it a bit smaller, but if you have a two space here, the golem will simply not spawn and it doesn't work, so it's just time to abandon this. You can also make this the same way but have it a bit shorter. This works as well, but it leaves less space for the golem to spawn, only 2 blocks compared to I think 8 blocks here, because this is a full row of 8 here where the golem can spawn, so it's maybe slightly faster. Other than that, I don't think there's much left to say. If you enjoyed this concept or this video and you would like to see more of this stuff, don't forget to drop a subscribe and like the video. If you have any questions about it, any specific details, you can just feel free to ask them in a comment. And until next video, have a good one and peace out.